Deep in the heart of a Sunderpold jungle lived a magnificent lion named Leo. His roar could shake the leaves from the tallest trees, and his golden mane shone like the sun itself. But Leo was known for something else, even more. His speed. He was, without a doubt, the fastest runner in the entire jungle, and boy, did he know it. Is there no one who can even offer a challenge? Leo would boast after winning yet another race. He'd stretch lazily under the acacia tree, a smug look on his face. The other animals would just shake their heads. They admired his talent, but his pride was becoming a bit much. He'd saunter past the sloths, chuckling, still moving, "I see," and zip past the tortoises, yelling, "See you next year." One bright morning, as Leo was bragging about his latest victory over a speedy cheetah, a tiny voice piped up from the crowd, "I'll race you." All heads turned. There, at the front of the gathered animals, stood Pip, a small rabbit with twitching whiskers and bright, intelligent eyes. Leo threw his head back and roared with laughter, a deep, booming sound that echoed through the trees. A little fluff ball like you wants to race me. That's the funniest thing I've heard all week." The other animals shifted nervously, but Pip stood his ground, his gaze steady. "Yes, me," Pip said calmly, "from the old baobab tree to the Crystal Falls. Tomorrow at sunrise. Unless, of course, the great Leo is afraid of losing to a rabbit." Leo's laughter stopped. His eyes narrowed. "Afraid? Him? Never." "Fine," he growled. "It's a deal. But don't come crying to me when you're left in my dust." He smirked, confident that this would be his easiest victory yet. He didn't even bother to plan or prepare. He just took an extra long nap. Pip, however, was not napping. He knew he couldn't beat Leo with speed. But speed wasn't everything. He spent the rest of the day hopping along the race path, studying every twist, every turn, every rock, and every route. He wasn't just looking. He was thinking. He was planning. The next morning, the jungle air was crisp and cool. Animals gathered along the path, buzzing with excitement. Leo arrived with a yawn, stretching his powerful legs. Pip was already there, doing little warm-up hops. "Ready to lose, little one?" Leo taunted. Pip just smiled. "Ready to race." The race began. As expected, Leo shot off like a golden arrow, leaving Pip in a cloud of dust. He was so far ahead, he couldn't even see the rabbit behind him. This is too easy," he thought. He saw a patch of delicious, sweet berries by the side of the path and decided to stop for a snack. Plenty of time, he chuckled to himself, munching away. Meanwhile, Pip was running with all his might, his little heart pounding. He wasn't fast, but he was steady. He reached the tricky part of the path, a dense section of tangled roots and low-hanging vines that he had studied the day before, while Leo had to slow down, carefully picking his way through to avoid tripping. Pip knew the path perfectly. He darted through a small tunnel under the roots that he had found, a shortcut only he knew about, and popped out on the other side. By the time Leo got through the tangle, he was surprised to see Pip just a little way ahead. He grumbled and sped up, easily overtaking the rabbit again. Feeling hot, he spotted a cool, inviting stream. A quick drink and a splash won't hurt, he decided, feeling overconfident. He lazed in the water for a few moments, enjoying the relief from the heat. But Pip didn't stop. He kept running, his lungs burning, but his spirit strong. He just kept going, step by step, hop by hop, his eyes fixed on the finish line. But when Leo finally decided to finish the race, he rounded the last corner, expecting to cross the finish line to the sound of cheers. Instead, he saw something that made him skid to a halt. Pip, the tiny rabbit, was already there, catching his breath by the sparkling crystal falls. The jungle was erupting in cheers for the little champion. Leo was stunned. He couldn't believe it. He, the fastest in the jungle, had been beaten by a rabbit. He walked slowly towards Pip, his head hanging low. The smugness was gone, replaced by a quiet shame. You won, Leo said, his voice barely a whisper. Pip looked up at the mighty lion. I did, he said gently. You are much faster than me, Leo. But a race isn't just about being fast. It's about being smart and never giving up. From that day on, Leo was a changed lion. He was still the fastest, but he was no longer arrogant. He learned to respect every animal, no matter how big or small. He even started training with Pip, learning that true strength isn't just about power, but also about humility and heart. And he realized that sometimes the greatest victories come from learning our biggest lessons. Thanks so much for watching with us today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the heart of the jungle. We'll see you in the next video.